If you want to practice in this yard, you've got to pass £2.
£2? I know it's bigger than 75, but £2 for this? There you are, there you are.
Hi, chaps. You gonna play something nice, Pete?
Not exactly. And so, all the way from number 75, and at great expense to ourselves, the Boughton Monchelsea Morris.
I'm Gordon.
Gordon, why have you got all that black stuff all over your face?
Well, what you see is a reproduction of what used to go on with the chimney sweeps in the early 18th century. And that's our form of Morris dancing.
And that's peculiar to this area?
It is, yes. It actually used to go on in Rochester, which isn't too far away from here, as you know.
What makes your sort of Morris dancing different from other kinds of Morris dancing?
Well, the more common Morris dancers usually have clean faces for a start, and many of them have ribbons and bells. It's just ours is another form of the same thing.
Is it particularly Kentish, this kind?
Yes, we'd like to think it is, yes.
Now, look, you look like you need a haircut. Why have you got all that stuff in your hair?
Well, we think we've chosen grass because it's freely available. It sort of prays the image of the spring and the summer, and our kit actually changes as the year progresses because more things come into being and some die off.
So what, in the autumn you might have sort of leaves in it or something?
That's right, yes, leaves and things.
What about yours? You're looking very smart compared.
Thank you. Well, quite apart from the dancers themselves, there are other characters associated with the Morris, and this particular costume is the costume of the Lord.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see a man-woman called the Betsy, and in some of our dances, we even have an 8-foot-high walking bush called the Jack in the Green, and you find this with some of the dancing as well.
How wonderful. And what's your coat called?
Well, this is called tatters. We call it tatters. They used to be, in fact, the sweeps used to tear up pieces of wallpaper and things like that and decorate them. We use rag tatters.
And what sort of places do you go when you dance?
Oh, folk festivals
yes,
and things
indeed.
like that.
Sometimes the odd local hostelry or two.
Speaking of local hostelries, I should think you could do with a cup of tea after all your exertions.
Well, that would be glorious, but I think we'd like to use the facilities.
Oh, the
first.
Facilities, yeah?
There's a penguin in the bath. I just
Oh, fine, yeah, cool, David. I'm sorry you can't. There's a penguin in the bath.